What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of Days of Our Lives. I was here for this episode. I really was. I enjoyed it. Um, I'm happy that the writers and the producers did not get rid of Robert Scott Wilson. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? Because it would have sucked to get rid of him. I'm liking Alex. I am. I'm liking him in this character of Alex. You know what I'm saying? Like he's coming in, he got the new hairdo, like the hair is a bit different, and he seems a lot different. I know some people were concerned about how they were going to separate him from Ben and stuff like that, but he seems to be playing it very differently. Um and I like that little quip that he made to Bonnie about, "Oh, what do you think I am, the necktie killer?" I love that shit. Bonnie was scared as hell when he brought up how she just left his mother Angelica to die of a heart attack. Bonnie was scared as hell when he had Sonny's necktie and stuff and he was wrapping that shit around his hand. He looked so damn menacing when he was doing that, like one of them little lifetime killers. I'm here for it though. And then he just broke out into that grin, saying that, oh, he was only kidding and stuff like that. He knows that his mother wasn't innocent or whatever. Um and the way that they hugged and stuff like that, and after they hugged, Bonnie was just staring at Alex, like she was just checking out the body, like the abs and all that stuff. I'm like, Bonnie was just looking at him like, listen, if I was just 20 years younger. I'm like, Bonnie, go sit down. You married to his daddy. Go sit down. Go sit down. You can't handle that. Go sit down. Leave that to one of them little young girls out there, because you wouldn't know what to do with all that. Um, it was cool seeing Alex, catching up with Sonny and Justin and stuff, letting them know why he was back in town. Pretty much like, he had a different vision for a company that he was working for. Back in Arizona or whatever, they had different opinions and visions. So he just decided, you know what, escape all the drama. Let me just go back to Salem or whatever. Go to Salem, visit some family for the summer. And he was talking to Sonny about possibly working at Titan and whatnot. Having both the brothers working at Titan. Sonny did not seem thrilled about that. Sonny, like, even when him and Alex were hugging, Sonny, he didn't seem too enthusiastic about his brother being in town. Like, he did not seem happy about it at all. So something tell me Alex is definitely gonna be a shit starter. Oh, he gonna stir that pot. He gonna stir that pot with the big wooden spoon. He gonna do it. I can tell he gonna be a problem. Alex is gonna be some good trouble. I could tell. He definitely gonna him and Sonny is gonna be a little bit of tension here. I have a feeling, because something tells me Alex didn't just pop back up in Salem. He came back for an agenda. Um, and he's definitely gonna raise some hell, and I'm here for it. I'm glad that they gave Robert a legacy character. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a part of a legacy family. I'm happy about that. Because it's time to build the next generation. I feel like that. It really is. For the Black family, Marlena and John, for the Demiras, the Kiriakises, it's time to start building that next feud, that next generation. And I'm liking it. But yeah, Alex is gonna be a fucking headache, I could tell, but a good headache, because I'm enjoying the shit out of him right about now. So anyway, moving on from that, Orpheus, listen, Justin is better than me. I'm gonna tell you, Justin and Steve are better men than me, because I'll be whooping Orpheus ass right about now. I'll be putting some knuckle knocks on his damn head, because who he think he is, coming up in there with that little fake sympathy. Oh, I'm sorry about what happened to Adrian and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to better my life, and I'm hoping that Roman, he'll hire me to be a short order cook and all this foolishness. I'm like, ain't nobody buying that little sob story. How sorry you are, and that you trying to be a better man, that you don't want to be a villain. Oh, please. Um, because he was wondering if Justin or Steve was gonna try to retaliate against him for what happened to Adrian or whatnot. And Justin. That's why I said Justin better than me, because the man who is responsible for the death of my wife gets to walk free in the same town as me, and he's facing no consequences. I, I'm sorry, but I would have had to risk it all right there and just beat the hell out of him. I wouldn't even disrespect the pub. I would just take him out back and whoop his ass. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna, bloody up their floors or nothing, but he would get a head knocking from me. I'm just saying, Justin is better than me, because Justin felt like, you know what? you're not even worth my time no more. I'm not about to take myself away from my family. And he was being a bigger person. I will give Justin that. He was definitely being a bigger person. But if it was, I'm just saying, if it was me, it would have been hard for me to like have to walk around town and bump into you every day, knowing that my wife is not here because of you. Like you literally left her to die when you ran her off the road and you tried to frame Maggie for it, and you could have called 911 that could have saved her. Like I would have been whooping his ass. I'm sorry. And then Steve, after Justin leave, Steve pretty much told him like, bro, you need to get the hell out of Salem. Like, there's nothing here for you. You need to leave. Nobody likes you here. You need to go on about your business. And he tried to put out a cryptic threat. Orpheus definitely made a cryptic threat towards Steve when he said, oh, well, I could always move out west and move to Seattle. Because, mind you, Steve's kids live in Seattle, Stephanie and Joey. Right then and there, I was like, dude, whoop his ass. He's basically threatening your kids. You know what I'm saying? And Steve made it very clear to him. He was like, listen, don't bring up my kids. Don't go near my kids. No, nothing. I fuck all that talking. He would have got hit. Like, y'all be letting people slide too much up here. I'm like, listen, you ain't about to boldly just threaten my kids in front of my face and think I'm about to just sit here and make some little threat towards you and, oh, don't go near my kids. No, no, them is fighting words because you shouldn't have brought my kids up. Once you bring my kids up, I got to bust your ass. I'm just saying. That's just, it's what it is. I know what they say. Violence begets more violence, but listen, I'm just in a violent mood, I guess. Cause you're not gonna sit in my face and threaten my kids. Like that's what you're not gonna do. Orpheus done lost his little mind. Like you bold. Like he's a bold ass person. So anyway, moving on from that, I just want to say this: Jake is a dummy. Like Jake is a damn fool. Like this man got a gun on you. Clearly, you ain't got a gun on you. You just bringing hands to a gunfight. Give the man the damn ring. That's all Jake had to do. You're being robbed at gunpoint. You really gonna risk your life over a ring that you can buy? Like you can buy another ring. You can't buy another you. You know what I'm saying? Like you risking your life over first of all, he risking his life over a hand-me-down ring because that was originally Gwen's ring. So I'm like, why would you want somebody's leftover? Like I'm just saying. Trying to act all big and bad, and that's the problem with Jake. He thought he was Billy Badass and got himself shot. Oh, you know who you messing with? Apparently he don't. And he don't care who you are. Clearly. I mean, what you gonna do? Throw around the Vitali last name, the Demira last name? Like, this is a petty thief. He doesn't care who you're related to. He just want the ring so he can go make some money. That's pretty much what it is. This dude has been busy because his ass been robbing all over Salem. He done already robbed Nicole about 5 minutes prior to robbing Jake. So the dude ended up shooting Jake in the stomach and stuff, and he was about to shoot Ava because Ava done pulled out her phone trying to call 911, yelling out for help and stuff. And dude was like, listen, I'm sorry, but I got to kill you too. He said, I can't leave witnesses. That dude is bold. And my thing is, they ain't got cameras over there in none of them buildings. Like, I would assume they got CCTV, so even if you shoot her, I mean, there's cameras that should pick up and see you. Like, I'm just saying, like, that was a stupid thing to do. Shoot somebody in broad daylight and in a public area like that at the square. Like, are you crazy? And you don't want witnesses? I'm just, these little petty criminals ain't too bright. So Rafe and Jada ended up hearing about the shooting or whatever, and they rush over there. Thank God they got there when they did, because Ava was about to she was about to join Jacob in the upper room. That's what she was about to do. And Jada, ended up shooting the thief and stuff, and he ended up dying instantly. I knew it wasn't gonna look good for Jake though. I knew it wasn't, and Kayla pretty much had to tell Ava the bad news. She was like, "Listen, we tried, but Jake is." They couldn't revive him, so he's dead. I'm not surprised. I mean, I felt like after Jake and Gabby broke up, they didn't really have a lot for Jake to do after that, after the breakup. I feel like they didn't, so the writing was kind of on the wall. I don't know what that means for Brandon Barash. Like, are they planning on bringing him back as somebody new, or are they just done with it? Tamara Braun, I heard she was leaving the show. I heard she was leaving. Because I feel like Ava, once Trick left town and stuff like that, I felt like there was nothing really keeping her in town other than her romance with Jake. So with Jake being gone now, they could write Ava out at this point because Trip is gone, Jake is gone. What's really tying her to the show? Tying her to the canvas. It sucks though that these actors are pretty much getting, being put out. I don't know. Some of them I think are leaving on their own accord, but it still sucks though. Because I feel like a lot of actors, their characters had potential, and I felt like Jake and Ava definitely had that potential. I wasn't here for that little quickie proposal that he was giving her though. I was appalled by that. I'm like, yeah, no, because he, like that proposal to me was just so tacky. It was just tacky. Like you just going to the jewelry store right now and gonna propose on the fly with somebody else's ring. Like, no. Mm-mm. There wasn't no love in that. Like I just felt like he could have made it more romantic, more special. I'm just saying. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I feel bad for Ava though, because she feels like she just has to keep dealing with loss and stuff like that. Like she incapable of finding true happiness and love, and Jada had to let her know because she had to stop herself. Because Jada was like, "Listen, you're not weak." Because she had to stop trying to show. You know how Ava is. She tried to toughen up. Like, no, I'm tough. I'm a Vitali, and I can't be weak. And Jada was like, "Listen, you crying over a guy that you loved or whatever. That's not weak." And it's not. She should never see herself as weak. That's not weak. Um, it's definitely not weak. Not at all. It sucks that she lost somebody, but you crying about it ain't weak. I felt bad for Jada though, because Jada when she shot that perp, she felt some type of way about shooting him, about killing him. Because I'm pretty sure she probably wished that she could have, handled that different. But I agree with Eric. I'm like, at the end of the day, you saved somebody's life. Because if she did not shoot that man, he would have killed Ava. So at least you have the solace in knowing that you saved somebody's life. I like this Jada character. I like her. The moment she stepped on canvas, I liked her. Because she made the Salem PD look very competent. Even the interview that she did on Sarah the other day, that was a very competent interview. Like she was taking notes, asking all the right questions, all the pertinent questions. I love her. I think she's definitely a good addition, and she's gorgeous as hell. I don't know what they're gonna do about her and Eric. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. I gotta see more of them. I don't know because you could definitely tell that they're Kim testing them, and I don't know. I'm on the fence a little bit. I'm like I could kind of see it. I don't know. Um, but I definitely feel like him and Nicole are not over though. Um, I don't believe that they're over. I definitely don't believe that Eric. This is the end of Eric and Nicole. I definitely feel like there's still feelings there. You know what I'm saying? Nicole's trying to act all tough and rough, like, oh no, I'm with Rafe now. I'm happy with Rafe, and Rafe is obviously not secure. He's not secure. Um, and that's the problem with Rafe. He keep getting with women that's still in love with other men. Like he got to stop that foolishness. He done did it a few times. Um, Sammy being his most notable one. Um, because when he saw Eric and Nicole in the park after she had got robbed and he saw them together, he definitely had that look on his face like, "Yo, get away from my wife." Like he's insecure about them being around each other. He definitely is. But he came into the exam room and stuff, and he apologized to Eric as about his behavior and stuff like that, and how he acted in the park and whatnot. Because now Nicole got to be on crutches now. They had to wrap. Kayla had to wrap her ankle up, and Rafe told them about Jake being shot and stuff like that. My thing is, I don't see this ending good for Nicole and Rafe. I don't see them lasting because she still obviously got feelings for Eric. Those feelings aren't going anywhere. They could try, but it's not gonna go nowhere. It's definitely not. I could see divorce in their future. Probably, I'm gonna be real with you. I could see Rafe and Nicole getting a divorce probably before the year is even out. Like I feel like that marriage is it ain't long. That marriage is not long for this world. I'm just gonna be honest. Um, it's not gonna be long. But anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it, and I will see you all later. Peace.